A lot of them have been nicked. A lot of them fresh out of the shovel this morning. So, I don't know what I'm walking into. Maybe a bit ratty. I'm chuffed they're still going to speak to me, you know what I mean? I know none of them have slept. I know that the police don't treat them well here. You know what I mean? It's not like they're in a 5-star nick. Let's go and see what they've got to say. Just a few hours after he'd been released from the nick, Yera from the Torcida was going to give me the lowdown. How do the police treat you here?
Not very well.
No?
They treat us like second-grade citizens, and with the new laws coming in, they have authorities to limit our freedom of movement. They can nick us for almost anything. They beat the shit out if they catch you.
One of the biggest battles between the Torcida and the police happened at the Cup final in Split in 2001. The Torcida broke out of their north end and spilt onto the running track.
They regard us as a bunch of hooligans. We behave as we were treated.
Then they launched a massive attack on the old Bill.
That was probably the biggest battle that I've ever seen in my life.
But the police regrouped and forced the Torcida back into their stand. They wheeled out the water cannons to try and cool the situation down. But once the end was cleared, the Torcida headed into the city centre to continue the battle.
There was a mob of about 2,000 people fighting the police, and it went on for the entire afternoon.
The city and its police felt the force of the Torcida, and I thought the English firms didn't get on well with the old Bill. What does this mean?
All cops are bastards.
All cops are bastards. Quite simple. Unlike firms in England, the Torcida don't have to keep their nuts down. Their headquarters is bang in the middle of the town. This is what I love, yeah? You want to find the Torcida, but you can't just walk in off the street. This is their inner sanctum, and I was lucky enough to have an invite. I'm loving the bar. Cool as fuck. On the wall are hundreds of pictures of what are known as choreographies. The displays they organise with flags and flares. And there's the holiday snaps from their greatest away days.
This is probably the best away match that we ever had. It's us in Rome. There was 6,000 of us. We completely just invaded the city. We took over all their squares. We completely outvoiced them in the stadium. The best moment of my life. It makes my hair stand up.
Yeah, I can imagine. So who can take the Torcida on? Who are the rivals for the crown of Croatia's toughest and proudest firm? Oh, the Bad Blue Boys, the firm of Dinamo Zagreb, and they're in town for the biggest game in the Croatian football calendar. Hajduk Split versus Dinamo Zagreb, one of the most explosive fixtures in the world.
Biggest rivals. In this moment, Torcida Split, absolutely.
An army of 2,000 Bad Blue Boys are heading to Split, and one of them is this man, Bogdan Urukalo.
We don't like them. We really don't like them. We can make some troubles in Split.
It's high noon in Split on match day, and the police are preparing for trouble. It's their job to keep the Torcida and the Bad Blue Boys apart. But the two firms have other ideas.
All my crew is now at the center, preparing for the game, waiting for guests.
We are also prepared for any kind of troubles.
The boys looking for the guys from Zagreb.
We are not afraid of that kind of conflict.
Is it going to go off like it did at the Cup final in 2000? One of the worst incidents in the history of European football. The Bad Blue Boys provoked the Torcida by throwing flares at normal Hajduk fans.
We burned 10-15 flares. We threw it on the ordinary people because we cannot reach the flare till Torcida. It's impossible, 200 meters, 150 meters. And then whole stadium became crazy, na na na. They were shouting and singing, "We will kill you, we will kill you."
Enraged, the Torcida went berserk and rushed round to the Dinamo end to try and break down the fence and get at the bad blue boys. Chaos ensued as the police fired tear gas at the attacking fans, and the showpiece game of the Croatian season was abandoned. It was shocking even by Croatian standards, as more than 100 people were injured and 98 arrested.
It was a good incident. I was satisfied.
Back at the latest derby of Croatia, and there's still 2 hours till kick-off, and the tension's rising. Back in force. As the bad blue boys arrive at their end, the police are wary of any last-minute attempts at an ambush by the Torcida. Inside the ground, the crowd were coming to the boil. The riot police stand by as the 2 groups exchange pleasantries. Throughout the game, various missiles are thrown towards the pitch. Firemen struggle to cope with the constant barrage of flares. And when a fire is started in the Dinamo end and the police intervene, the lads from Zagreb dedicate a song to the other boys in blue. It's a totally different world out here. You just can't imagine this being allowed to happen.